Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video here on the markets. The US market has finally opened again, and so far it's not been a great opening. All right, so just wanted to do a full update on the current situation. We're looking at Bitcoin, of course. We'll talk a little bit about XRP. We'll do a quick update on that, and then outside of that, also just in general the markets right now. And some interesting altcoins. I mean, I have to say most altcoins at this point of time are not that interesting. Most of the coins are just following Bitcoin. I mean, you have something like Alchemy Pay that's relatively interesting, but outside of that, it's looking pretty bleak, which is not amazing, but we have to live with that. And what we've seen so far, as you can see, is that after the US market has opened, the market has dipped lower, or at least has revisited the lows we made this morning. There's also a Coinbase Bitcoin discount, so that means that, it seems like the US is actively selling. Now, what's causing that, who knows? I mean, the stock market has opened relatively bearish here. Dollar strength index is continuing to bounce, so those could be reasons why we actually see that. Outside of that, gold is still relatively bullish, and then crypto specifically, we already knew the total 3 had rejected and was turning bearish. Right here on Monday, because back then we already saw that we failed to hold the breakout. And then to add some icing on the cake, the Bitcoin dominance is back to the same levels it was at last week Tuesday as well. So altogether, the markets right now are just not great. All right, I expected some sort of a move up. I still think it's a possibility, because what you can see if you take a look at at least Bitcoin specifically, there's just a very high amount or a very high proportion of shorts coming in, and that usually, I mean, it's not only shorts, there's actually some longs being opened right here as well, but the longs are not being treated that nicely. But you can see right here we had a lot of shorts being opened already. Those, some of them have been liquidated earlier today, not all of them have. But what that means is that there is a lot of liquidity to the upside, so it is still possible for Bitcoin from the support level here at 95,000 to get some sort of a short liquidation hunt all the way back up to 98 and 99,000. Like, that is still a possibility, but given the way that the Coinbase Bitcoin price is in a discount, and just in general the fundamentals around the market, I would not say those are great. I have to be more on the conservative side, and whereas for the last couple of days what I said is that I thought it was more likely we would actually get a move into 99, into 100,000, before ultimately dropping back down to 93 and 92,000, the main support. It looks slightly, there is still a possibility, like, don't forget that, there is still a possibility for some sort of a short squeeze. But I would be more prepared now for a move down, all right, a move down into previous support right here at 93, 92, 91,000. Which was my original analysis. I mean, if you watch my videos from 2 weeks ago and last week, I always said I think it's more likely we're going to drop down into 93 and 92,000 before we can expect some bullish momentum again. But like I said, I mean, given the weakness we're observing right now, sure, a short squeeze is a possibility. Like, that still is possible. However, I think a short squeeze would just lead us up to the top of this intra range, and then back down. So those are my thoughts for now. I will keep you updated on that, of course. Looking at XRP, unfortunately, we can kind of make the same observation. I think XRP still has a chance for the rest of today to reclaim back above 2.6 and 2.65, but you can see so far, I mean, the 4-hour time frame candle was closing in about 30 minutes, probably 20 minutes when you're watching this video. It's very unlikely that this candle is going to close nicely. So this, again, for XRP, unless we see a major turnaround, technically it's now most likely that this is also going to drop back down into the bottom of the range at 2.35. Now, outside of that, like I said, altcoins, it's a bit of a difficult market. I mean, of course, in the weekend we saw Ethereum slightly outperform, so that provided some bullish momentum for the Ethereum beta narrative, etc. But that really did not go anywhere. I mean, you can see right here, Ethereum has just rejected from resistance, so that's nothing yet. I think Ondo is near some very strong support, so that might be something worth checking out and worth potentially investing in, but that's up to you, of course. And then outside of that, there's really not that much that's interesting. There's definitely opportunities, and there's definitely like pockets of coins that are interesting. Like for example, IP or Story. I think that's an interesting coin to short, because ultimately this is a new Binance listing, and it's a project that's, well, not a lot of people know about, and it's ultimately just going to be bearish. So this eventually could turn into a great short. So there's definitely opportunities out there, but you just have to be a little bit more. You just have to be a little bit more selective with which trades you're taking. And like I said, Alchemy Pay actually looks quite strong still. Which you can see right here. So that could be an interesting opportunity as well if you're into trading coins that are a bit more risky, because ACH is a bit more risky, as you can also see from the price action history in the last month. But that's it for now. Those are my thoughts. Those are my thoughts on the market. That's my expectation for now. This is my final expectation on Bitcoin. It looks more likely now that the Bitcoin dominance is going to continue to at least be high. Trend up, who knows, but at least be high. So altcoins are most likely not going to do great. They will spike up together with Bitcoin, but turn bullish is going to be reserved for a very select group of altcoins. And those are my thoughts. That's what I think you need to know for now. If you do have any questions, of course, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.